The UK. Well, journalist Hazem Balousha is based in Gaza and is witnessing events as they unfold. He's spent the past 5 days keeping younger members of his family calm as gunfire and explosions shook the city. In an article today for Britain's Guardian newspaper, Hazem said earlier this week it was hard to tell the fighters apart. Now it's clear who is who. The Hamas fighters are kneeling in prayer, congratulating each other. The Fatah men are being led from the buildings, hands in the air. Well, Balousha joins us now by phone from Gaza City. Sir, just describe the atmosphere tonight, Friday night, if you will.
Well, actually, it's very quiet right now, almost quiet in the whole Gaza Strip in general. No firing, no shooting, no sounds of bombs in general. It's quiet, and today in the daytime it was more safer than the last few days was. The people were moving in the street, and today was a Friday. It's a weekend for Palestinians today, and the store shops weren't open, and all the things were normal than before, and this is the atmosphere in general, but it's quiet, and it seems
all right.
Yeah.
What's your sense though of what happens next at this point?
Well, this is the most important thing that the Palestinian people are worried about the future, about especially the economical future. Today I went out and I saw some people and I met them and made some interviews and got some reaction. Most of them, they are worried about the future. Some of them, they are happy of what Hamas did, and they are took over of Palestinian security forces, but in the same time they are worried about the situation, about the future, and all of them, they are worried about the economical situation and the border
right.
and the crossings, and about the international aid for Palestinians. Most of the Palestinians here in Gaza, more than 60%, as the world
okay.
Yeah.
Can I just stop you there, because I want you very briefly to just explain your situation. I know you've got visas for Ireland and the UK. The border, though, is closed at present. I know you want to get out at some point. Is that how the rest of your family feels? I know you've got brothers there, one of whom is quite a staunch Hamas supporter. Just briefly describe your familial situation as it stands tonight.
Well, tonight, as I told you, tonight it's very quiet. All my family at home, and we are, as normal. But the most important thing, then, it's different before then. The last few days, that there is no firing, no shooting, no clashes at all, and it's completely quiet here in my neighborhood.
All right, we're going to leave it there, so we thank you very much indeed for joining us. Hazem Balousha, a Gaza-based journalist, telling us of the hardship there and the danger, although suggesting tonight it is extremely quiet in the neighbourhood that he lives in there in Gaza. And later this hour, we'll be speaking to the former UN peace envoy, Terry Larson, who's worked with all sides in the Middle East for nearly 2 decades. Find out why he thinks Western intervention is the answer. That in about 15 minutes' time. Well, meanwhile, the military